Hey everybody, Conservative Burrito Cage, back with more Let's Play Pikmin 2. Last time we got the first day out of the way and got all the explanation for most of the stuff done. And today we're going to go back to the Valley of Repose, because that's all we can do for now. So the onion shows up with you because they freaking love you now. And it's like, oh my god, the saviors are here. So, good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company. So will this count as a vacation or work? I don't know. The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside the onion. What lazy creatures. Hey, you don't do anything, ship. Don't talk bad about them. They do way more work than you. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out. Which I tried to do yesterday, but it wouldn't let me. So, yeah, when it goes all... You notice the change when it's there. It's like normal, and it's like... Whoa, 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 whoa. And that's when you can take them out. And we're gonna get all 20 of them out. And, so some new stuff shows up on the board now. And, oh my god. Controller messing up. Okay, much better. So, you want to try and maintain like a steady pace of harvesting as well as collecting. And no, those aren't there. Damn it. So, for the first few days, harvesting is going to be very important until you build up enough forces that you can just sort of do stuff. So, the pellet posses that you saw that we killed yesterday, there's the 1 pellets, and then there's the 5 pellets, there's 10, there's 20 pellets. You can fit more than the normal, amount that it says on it. You can fit more than that on each thing. If you do that, then it will carry it back faster, so sometimes it's worth it to do it. Like, I know a few times in my Pikmin 1 Let's Play, I, like, didn't make treasures back because I had, like, just the bare minimum amount that you could have on it. See how that other 5 pellet is, like, already back, but that other one just now, not even there yet. I mean, there was some time in between them, but still. See, look how much less time I had to wait to be able to pluck these guys out. So... we're getting a pretty big squad already. I'm not exactly sure how my recording schedules are going to go for this game because I'll probably have like further into the game than just like 3 episodes a week. Or actually, I think this is going to be 4 episodes a week. I mean, you go, that one's not sprouted yet. And unlike the last time you can't kill the unsprouted pellet posses yet. So that's sort of interesting, but nice at the same time, because that way you're not killing all the stuff that you could be getting. If you notice, the Pikmin have leaves on their heads. That means that they're slow as shit right now, and you're gonna have to wait around for them a lot. Oh joy. So let's just keep harvesting stuff though. If you so feel like waiting, you can wait for the Pikmin to bloom further. There's 3 stages of them. There's the leaf Pikmin, and then the bud Pikmin and flower Pikmin, which at the beginning of the game I'm not really going to worry too much about, because for now there's no faster ways than like waiting half the day till they bloom, and that doesn't really seem worth it most of the time. So I feel like as far as sprouting Pikmin goes, they're also going to be leaves. Leafises. There are faster ways later that I'll explain as we get to make them grow. And, so while we have some space, at the bottom of the screen there's the health bars. The bigger one at the bottom shows which captain's out, or which captain you are if you can't tell. And the green circles next to them are the health bars, because your captains, they can take damage and die. Probably won't happen to you too much though, unless you just really suck or you're doing a lot of battling as the captains. Then you saw how that second number increased. That's amount of Pikmin out on the field. Or let's just go left to right. That circle there shows what kind of Pikmin you have out and will be the first one to get to go when you throw it. Then there's a little X, and then there's 47, which is the first one of those is amount of Pikmin with me. See, so if I get some stationaries, then it'll go down to 42. 42, nice. And then that's out of 47, which is the amount of Pikmin on the field. So currently out of the onions, including in the ground, and etc. etc. And we need 35 for this, wow. And then then that last number is the amount of Pikmin that you total have. So if you have like 50 more in the onion, then it'll be 97 there. But battle! Battle! I'll kill you! And that was not very successful, but whatever. And over here we got a new enemy. The Red Bull Orb. So, the bum rush strategy that I used before still works, but you have a lot faster Pikmin throwing rate in this game, so with these guys it's just easier to just get behind them and throw away. No! Pikmin deaths! No! Already I am sad. Wow, that was a great start. I'm disappointed now. But whatever. We recover more than we lose. So much for trying to do really good in this game. But if you noticed over here, if you're observant like me, then there's another treasure here. It has a crushed up aluminum can. You know how aluminum cans are recyclable and stuff, right? See, you can make money off of them even in this game. But because it takes 35 Pikmin, we gotta wait till some of them get back here. So I'm gonna start making use of the dual captain feature. It is gonna be such a huge time and effort saver on your part, because you can leave this guy here to like harvest the Pikmin and stuff while you go back with this one guy, and then oh my god, it's amazing. See, we can take all 36 of these guys while that one just stays back and be my bitch down at the home. We have 69 Pikmin. Fuck yeah. I use Louis surprisingly small amounts, just because I like Olimar better. I mean, it used to be like I liked Louis better just because he was blue and I like blue. But we have one Pikmin not doing anything. Well, to you, I give hard labor. Over here is a gate, you can destroy them. But then, hey, look at this. Back over here, well, meanwhile, back at the onion, we have Louis harvesting stuff, while Olimar manages the Pikmin over there. But at the top of the screen is the sundial. It's approaching noon, I believe. So noon is half a day. Actually, no, it's past noon. And we're on day 2. So let's just get this guy going over there. These fresh troops, literally just bred, are going to hard labor. Yeah, child workforce for the win. Free labor for the win. Isn't this a great economic system? Exploits you guys to get labor and money. So, if you're wondering if that thing made it back yet, you'll know when it gets back, because it does this every time a treasure gets back, so you know when it's there. And this one's is worth 170. It's giving it a grand total of 450. And look at that face. It looks like it has a face, and I was like, whoa, utter scrap. It may be an utter scrap, but that thing once held 250 milliliters. Let's see what else can we find on it. No, that's it. Looks like maybe for apple juice or something? I don't know. It looks like got some sort of big letters. I don't know what that's for. But it doesn't matter, it's giving us money. And these 45 Pikmin they can go and do work now. Assuming that that wall is still there. I feel like it still will be. And the wall breaking sequences, you'll see like they hit it and it sort of falls down. It like almost sinks into the ground. It's really weird. But yeah. Get used to this scene right here, waiting to watch your Pikmin break stuff. Let's see here. Oh, and there it goes. And boom goes the dynamite. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? When masked, their might is ferocious. Yep. Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing at your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Press A to grab Pikmin and release to throw them. Call them to group with B. Yeah, this stuff doesn't really matter because it's been explained before. So let's go over the text. If you press B, it skips to the end of it. Oh, C is useful for swarming Pikmin around treasures and enemies or making them march in a line. Yeah. So if you press B and during the text, and it'll skip to the end of the text, and we're missing a Pikmin somewhere. We'll see that in a second. This little spot right here, don't make the same mistake I did. Actually, no, we're gonna make that mistake. Just for educational purpose. You. Come with me. I need your help. So, this gloopy stuff is water. And... yeah. Don't do that. Because Pikmin can't swim. And I thought that there would be a little message there, but no. Huh. It's not back there. Ooh, I wonder if this thing will show up on the first day. Or on the second day, more so. It's here. You here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Actually, there's another... if it does show up there, then you can get another treasure on this first day. That's pretty cool. But, God, where's that last Pikmin? Silly Pikmin getting left behind places. Why are you back there? Okay, so Louis is gonna stay there and wait for me to return. But as you can see, it's starting to get more Twilight-y. Which, speaking of which, I started playing Twilight Princess. Which, now that I think back, I really should have Let's Play, because my commentary that I come up in my head for that game is just gold. Literally gold. Everything is Cthulhu. If you play that game, you know what I mean. And if you know what Cthulhu means, if what Cthulhu looks like, then you understand what I'm saying. So, all 69 of us are going to go over here. Dun dun dun! Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground. Warm air is welling up from the hole. That's what she said. In the ground before you. Back to serious matters. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. So yeah. It's giving me great advice. Jump into a strange hole. So the emergence cave. Enter this hole with your Pikmin squad. Yeah, so despite this game actually being a lot easier than Pikmin 1, these things right here are what make it hard, and just so time-consuming, and just difficult. Then we jump in. Onward! To the underground, and every time you will go down a floor, it will save your game. So that's really nice. Emergence Cave, sub-level 1. This cave is the only one in the game, I think, that is set. Like, all the locations for the thing are set. It doesn't change. Actually, I think there might be a few more, but whatever. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this whole interior is warmer than the one on the surface. Oh, it must be nice down there. Analysis suggests subterranean areas may support different life forms than the surface. If you wish to check underground terrain, press start pause to communicate with me. I am not just a ship. I am an all-purpose support pod. Yeah, an annoying one. So, shut up. So the thing about the thing here, it'll only show as far as you've gone, but it will always have the next sub-hole spot for the next hole, so you can always find that. But look at that, treasure already. Like everything that is not just scenery is treasure. Like an orange is treasure. And phew, let's kill these guys. No, die. How to run stuff in this game? Not sure. Okay, interrupt me, game. Thank you. Worth 180 monies. We got the citrus lump, which is an orange or a tangerine or something. I think it's more of a tangerine because it's sort of small. But I was just thinking, like 69. That's an odd amount of Pikmin to give me. But I was like, wait, no, I've lost a Pikmin already. Huh. But just out of... You're gonna think like, oh, let's just carry this stuff back. Just out of... Okay. I was in the middle of something, game. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do recall that you can adjust the camera with a blah blah blah. Your expression suggests you do. Excellent. Then approach the hole and press A to enter it. I'm not going to enter it yet, I'm not done here. But you think like, oh, let's just get all these guys just out of habit of just getting them and sending them to the onion. Which you can do, offering different results. See, they got the white things on them, so they're just going back to the pod because there's no onions to take them back to down here. So you'll see what happens to that once these guys make it back. And it gets a little cutscene for it. Kurt. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. No, they will not be. So whenever you get a beast or a creature, it'll show the amount that it's worth. And that little thing in the top corner will show up. So if you want to know how many funds you have, bam, now you know. And next one is a 7-up cap for 100 monies. Quenching Emblem. Actually, 100 Pokos actually know what the money system in this game is called. And listen, you hear that noise? Like, pew! When you hear that, that means there are no more treasures on that floor. And it is safe to proceed. Once you make it to a hole that, unless you don't have the required Pikmin, then you're going to be able to get everything pretty much. It's not like a total dick about stuff. But, because of sub-caves, this game is going to be a long, tedious process. Oh yeah, I forgot there's only 2 in here. 2 floors to this dungeon. This is the shortest one in the game, just so you know. It'll tell you when you're on the last floor, too. But, it's gonna cause problems for episode length and recording schedules, because I'm not gonna want to start a sub-cave and then finish it a week later. So, yeah. As far as this game goes, it's gonna be just whenever I finish sub-cave. And when a treasure is like this, and it shows the little glitter and the little tune there, that means it's important. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design of the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. So, yeah, that means this thing's important. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Just say, something I didn't exactly say, is 100 Pikmin is the limit that you can have out on the field. And this is, say, 101 pounds. So you're like, fuck? How do I get that back? Well, the answer will come up soon. Hopefully quite soon, because I don't want to carry this episode too long. And I'm not used to these places being so dark. Because later that... items like that we just saw will be very useful. For stuff... so incredibly useful. And what are those that light in the distance? It is... That little tune you hear is like the little questionable music. It's like, huh, interesting, intriguing, quite, yes. Astounding, a flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. That's an interesting perception that you're getting of this. But sure, why not? Let's try it. So, maximum of 5 Pikmin go in these little things here, and then it dies. It's like, I've had my fill, I now die in peace. And, see how the seeds are purple? Intriguing, yes. Indeed. So, well, what to do other than pluck it? Okay, we plucked 2 at once. Cool. Ho! 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 That's what the purple Pikmin are going to sound like. Amazing! A purple Pikmin. It has hair. And is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Maybe. But, so let's just pluck the rest of these. And I keep sort of altering the ship's voice. I feel like it's eventually just gonna turn into Bane. No, I'm just gonna do that now. The ship is now Bane. So if you press X, now, as well as displaying your Pikmin, it will organize them into colors. And the thing about purple Pikmin is they're extremely slow. I mean, watch this. They're gonna break away from, or the reds are gonna break away from them. So, if you have time, which I don't exactly here, waiting around for the purple Pikmin in this sub-cave to turn into flowers is a very good idea. But, another thing about purple Pikmin we're gonna see is, let's see here. We're gonna do this. Oh, another thing I can say now. When you're holding a Pikmin, okay, I got a purple one right away. Well, actually, let's just show the demonstration. See how their throwing arc is different. It's more forward, plus they just drop straight down after that too. And they make a bang, so that's gonna come in handy later. But if you press left and right on the D-pad, it will, when you're holding a Pikmin, it will change what type it is. So, but we want purples here, and purple Pikmin are very buff, as mentioned by the ship earlier. And they can carry the weight that 10 normal Pikmin can carry. So that makes it possible for you to carry things up to 100 pounds. And this one's gonna take a while to get back. So let's just look at the map. See, there is Asia, and then Alaska, North America, then Canada. Yeah, Canada's there too. Europe is what I meant to say, and part of the top of Africa. And then you got the North Pole up there, the Arctic. You liking this geography lesson, guys? You got Iceland and Greenland. Which story about those is, like, the people found Iceland and Greenland. It's like, but Greenland is icy and shitty, and then Iceland's pretty nice. So they stayed in Iceland. And they changed the names to confuse people so that they wouldn't come to Iceland and they could chill there all nice and stuff. But worth 200 money is the spherical atlas. Yeah, top of northern hemisphere of Earth. There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside this sphere. Retrieving data. Error. I could only decode a portion of the data.
But I did.
I forgot. The ship is now Bane.
But I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Press Start Pause to contact me and access the Explorer Kit on the radar screen with the L button. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. But it doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Oh Bane. Oh, another thing about subcaves. So, you can press X, just expand all your Pikmin. It looks like you go really fast because the camera no longer has to wait for them. But you can leave the subcave or like go to the next floor and stuff without your Pikmin, and they will just automatically go. Because they're like, oh shit, he left, and they'll go over to you. Basically. And what's this thing? A geyser?
Astounding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try.
Probably not the best idea, but you know what? I'm not going to question the logic of this game. But see, press A, escape the surface with your Pikmin. And see, they're just all automatically there. And there we go. And one of them was sort of late there. So, treasure salvaged. At the top right, it'll show you the amount you got. And cave complete! Yeah! I flailed my arms there. International sign for happiness. So, see, there's what I was sort of trying to explain earlier without much luck. Total 488 Pokos in this sub-cave. That's 480 truly without the beasts. Bringing us to almost 1,000. Yeah, we're 9% through debt recovery. 9.38%. Bam! What now, game? What now, President? Got some good employees, didn't ya? Uh-huh, you did. I mean, that would have taken like freaking years for you. And more Bane.
You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition.
Spelunking? Interesting word.
You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress.
So, okay, more stuff.
All the more, Louis. Since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure.
So that whole 30 days to go is the mindset that you don't completely throw out the window in this game. Because
haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady.
Yeah. And because of attitudes like that, I finished my first run through this game, not even 100%, just debt collected, in like 139 days. Yeah. Because this one thing just scared the shit out of me and I wasn't ready to face it. Because this was my first Pikmin game, so I wasn't like veteran status at Pikmin yet. I feel like I wouldn't have liked Pikmin if I started with the first one. I don't know though. I would have been a lot more hesitant to try Pikmin 2. But the Pikmin 2 commercials, like, I didn't even know what the hell Pikmin was until I was at the video store once. Yeah, back when there were video stores all over the place. And my mom was like, "Oh, you should get Pikmin." I was like, "Okay." So the purple Pikmin get added onto your chart, but sad we lost one Pikmin today. And it's like, wee. It's like, aw, poor us. Mail.
Baby steps first, Sonoma. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hoganets saving and loans, after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha!
Okay, that's one way to look at it. Another thing I like about the present, other than being all happy and fat and badass, he's half glass full. But, okay, we're gonna go over more stuff tomorrow. We're gonna go over the Encyclopedia. Oh yes, we can now go to the Awakening Wood, not to be confused with Morning Wood. So, but we'll be going there next time. For now, if you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to my videos. It would be very much appreciated. And until next time, this has been Constipated Burrito Cage on Burn. Peace out, and have a great day. Bye, people.